show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. This is Chef Sessy, otherwise known as the Food Alchemist. I have a lot to share with you, and this is my first show. I'm so excited for Friday. I'm trying to get a lot of momentum in here. We're going to explore different things. We're going to do tinctures and colors and crystals, and you're going to see different recipes. We're going to talk about different healing things from oils and herbs. So we're going to put them all together in a platform each week. So if you have any questions, you can always call. You always can watch us on TV. It's True Psychic Networks. You can watch us live. So if you're not able to see right now, or if you're not able to call in or listen, you can always go back to Blog Talk for TPN, which is True Psychic Networks, and listen to the show if you have not had a chance, to listen to the full show. And then you got to watch it on True Psychic Network, actually live, Ustream. So I'm nervous trying to figure this out and how to do this. So we're going to have callers, and for people out there that are looking for the number is 323-693-312. That's the number again. The number to call in is 323-633-3312. So we'll be taking callers all through the evening. So if you have something that you want to know, also we'll be doing some what I call alchemy readings for you at this time as well, so we can discuss different things. So let's have a great show, and we'll take it from there if you have any questions. So I am just having a weird day, so maybe I'm just trying to figure this out. It's different when you're actually behind the camera and not actually doing all the, if you know Blog Talk, messing with all the buttons and all that other stuff. So you're cueing music. So you have somebody else producing you. So it's different. So I wanted to talk today about some things because it's getting hot. And it's very important, and I want to share with you guys that is for your body and very, very important tips. Like when your body's thirsty, you reach for that ice cold drink, and you need ice, and it needs to be cold. And I was just sharing this with my son. You really should not reach for something that's ice cold, whether it's water or tea, even though it's seem like it quenches your thirst, it makes you more thirsty, but also it basically sends your body into a shock, which it slows things down a little bit. So my suggestion is, I know people don't like it, drink warm water or a warm tea or hot tea during the hot time. Hot tea during that time. So it helps your body. Like during the winter time, you would want to drink something cold. So like it's also like part of Ayurveda treatment. Like when you're in India, you're always eating something hot and spicy, or if you're in Sicily down south, or you're from down south, even in Americas, is always spicy. Like the food is spicy, like the southern you go, because it's warmer, it's always hot. The food is always hot because your body temperature, it regulates, it goes with the climate. So when you go on colder temperatures, they have a tendency to actually eat colder things or room temperature things. So, and that's the way, because your body acclimates and your body's adjusting. So that's why they do that. So your body's not sent into a shock. Like if you're coming in from the cold, you always want to you want something nice and hot and warm. So, like if you're getting frozen, okay. We got a caller 909. I'll answer that. Like, how like when you're frozen and your body is like freezing. So the first thing you do when you go in the heat, what does it do when the heat? It starts melting and you get all those little needles. That's the same thing with cold and hot when you introduce it to your body. Your body is like sending you signals like, oh, it's too fast, too fast, too fast. You have to warm it up slowly. So that's just my FYI. So we're going to take our first caller, which is 909.
Yes, this is Nikki Love. Blessings, how are you?
Blessing, my darling. How are you? Thank you for calling.
Um, you're welcome. I had to come in support. I just came in the show, so I wasn't so sure what you were speaking on, but I just wanted to, come support.
I like that. I like that. Really appreciate that. So it's just, well, today is the first day run. I will be getting more into it, like doing recipes and um, elixirs and showing people different things. The only thing right now I'm talking about is just water, like something curious that, you see your kids, what is the first thing they do when they want something to drink? Is it warm or is it cold during the
And
summer?
made it cold.
Right. And what does it do? They have some kind of reaction like when they drink something real cold?
Oh, yeah, you get brain free. Yeah, you get brain free. That's the first thing that
And that's what I was trying to make them, like my son today. He's like, it's so hot, it's so hot, and he's drinking this big, like 44-ounce cup, and it has ice in it, but it had water, which I'm grateful for, not soda. But he was drinking it and not, like mom. And I was like, that you're not helping your body. Won't understand. I said, you really should be drinking warm some things or room temperature because it won't harm your body. It'll help your body. So that's what that's all I was talking about. So see, there's a prime example why you don't brain freeze. Who likes a brain freeze? I don't. Don't the suckers hurt, man? They hurt. They hurt. They hurt. So yeah, that was it. So did you have any questions for me, dear? Anything besides showing your support? Because Nikki Love actually has a radio show on Blog Talk. She has a show every night except but what is it? Saturday and Sunday?
Sunday, except for Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. Okay, yeah. She's on Blog Talk too. So I really appreciate the shout out and the support. So did you have anything for me?
Actually, not really. I noticed the advertisement. I know that you are the food alchemist, and there's, various, recipes with me, and I just love it. And I love the way that you actually are utilizing your gift as a, psychic and, healer to, put that energy into the food because people don't understand that that's very powerful.
Right. What is the first? You know what? You just gave me something. You remember? Help me out too. Like back in the day, what is the most important thing when people do stuff? What do we do when we're making a decision, whether it's at a wedding or a funeral or graduation or Father's Day or Mother Day? What is the or Sunday? What is the we do? The one thing that we all do.
What do you mean when you're making a decision to plan for these events?
Plans for this event or even sit down and discuss stuff. It's what is the common denominator?
Food.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. So everything is food, but people just see food as things that we actually put in our mouth, like the produce. But like food is more than that. Food is like when you're talking and why they say you should not eat when you're like having a disagreement with someone. Don't do that before you eat because it has an effect on your body. That's why you're disagreeable. It's energy and it's being placed in that food, and your food is going all haywire. The molecules, whether people see it or not, actually change. The vibration of the food actually change. So whatever, just like your plants, that food. So everything we do from the water to the food, it vibrates with our body if we're not in a complacent place. But if we're happy and it's a joyous time, then you're going to really enjoy your food. You're really going to enjoy the people. But if you're miserable, you're not. Even at a funeral, people are still happy They're sad that their loved ones has crossed over, but they're also happy because it's also a gathering. So it also brings
Right.
joy. You know what I mean? A wedding is like, wow, we're coming together. Family reunion, we're coming together. It's everything is celebrated by food, and it helps us, to relieve. Some of us eat a little bit more. Some of us don't. Some of us eat the wrong things. Then again, that plays a part in our body. And that's what I try to tell people. Music is food. What beat speaks to your heart? What beat speaks to your chakra? What color resonates with you? If you a certain color, like the red dress and black pantyhose, you remember that song? No, people are like, what the heck? The red dress signifies what? Passion. That's speaking to your
Right.
basic chakra, but your heart, and it's bubbling stuff, and it's getting your heart nice and warm, and you're just feeling, you're feeling the flow. You know what I mean? So I'm loving that. So that's another part I want people to see, how even the colors we wear are actually food for our body, because it helps our mind, it helps us spiritually, it helps us go to another level on all different levels. So, you got your music, you got your herbs, you got your oils, you got your vibrations, and you got the people that are around you. People that you associate with yourself are also food too, because they help bring in that positive energy. If you're around positive people and positive things and they support you, positive things happen. They support you. So
That's right.
you bubble, you become like a light. But if you are around negative people, you feed into that energy too. And you become down and gloomy and just all kinds of ill, if you will. So you're not really sunshine. So what do you do to change that? Might even from even taking a shower, people think, oh, when they take a shower, they're just washing, but you can actually take a salt. Someone asked me about a salt bath. They couldn't take a salt bath because they had a shower, right? And I thought this was the easiest thing is to take some salt and put it in a washcloth and wash yourself with. And I said, or put it in a squirt bottle and, salt yourself down. I was thought that was so simple. And I'm thinking like everybody can come up with this. This is just so easy. And then it's not. And then I realized, us spiritualists, been doing this for a long time. We forget. It's the little simple things, like just how do we feed our body inside and out? Affirmations, positive thoughts, how to bring things. And like you knew today, we lost my backpack with all my personal effects, because we have moved from one place to another place to another place, and then we went to another place, and something told me call your friend. Spirit said call you. Matter of fact, this is 11 o'clock at night. Call Nikki, because girl, I was ripping and raving, and I said, you know what? I sat down and I said, okay, I'm going to wait in the morning. It's going to be exactly where my son said it was going to be. And then I went through the day, and then Spirit says, okay, do such and such and such. I went, where I thought it would be, wasn't there. I had my daughter made a phone call. Do you know the difference between a book bag and a backpack is a different in different languages they don't understand? When I got on the phone and said backpack, because Spirit said, call Milan again, call them again. And I called and I got her phone. I said, hello, this is Mrs. D'Angelo, blah, 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 blah. And next thing I know, guess what? Miss D'Angelo, we have it here. You can come and get it. And it was just like so exciting. So exciting. So, so thank you so much, because that helped me actually reiterate to actually continue to rely on Spirit, because Spirit is always feeding us and Spirit is always in our background. That's how I see it. So thank you. So first most, I always give thanks to my ancestors. I give thanks to my guardian angels. I give thanks to everybody, because even though I be fussing now, don't get me wrong. I'm a fuss. I give thanks. I really do give thanks because it's been a blessing. So I want to thank you, sis, for supporting me. I really do, especially today. you know, being my
You're
first
welcome.
show, and I'm really nervous. But I think she said we had a. I think it's somebody else. Oh, there's somebody else. Actually, more people are actually calling in. Get out of here. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. That's good.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yes. I think she said, what is it? The next caller is 757. Do you want to stay on hold, or do you want to stay on hold?
Um, yeah, I'll set hold. I'm fine. I'm just listening.
Okay. We're going to put you on hold, and we're going to go back to my friend Tiffany White Sage. Hello?
You can keep me muted, girlfriend.
Oh, hi, Kathy. Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm really shocked. I'm getting like, I feel very special.
Oh, stop. You are special.
Well, you know that, but I feel special, and not just Special
Oh,
K either. But okay,
I'm enjoying hearing your show.
thank you. Well, I'm can actually watch it. Um, they can watch it on TruePsychicNetworks.com also too. So I'm actually on television. Remember, you know what? You were my
Cool.
first experiment doing Ustream TV. I had you on. We're talking about bizarre foods. I think I like to do that again because it's gotten even more bizarre. Even more bizarre things are coming up that people don't know that actually heals the body, which is really cool. That's why I've been putting them on my, my blog and talking about them. Did you know pine oil and pine does a lot more than? Did you? Okay, I'm getting off track. Did your mother or your grandmother or people clean with pine sol back in the day when you were a kid, or did they clean with lavender?
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
now
fine, fine.
okay, that's what my grandmother used to clean with. Did you know that the reason they clean with that because it's a disinfectant and it also helps with respiratory issues? That's how it really started off. Not the pine sol we see today. It's a derivative.
Uh-huh.
That's what it was. It was for healing purposes. I was like, wow, we've gotten so far away from everything that we've had. So it's like, whoa. So I'm just getting excited because I'm discovering all these. To me, they're just like, wow, I can walk out in my garden. I remember back in the day, you wouldn't be caught dead eating dandelion greens. Now they're the newest craze. You want dandelion greens? There you go. It's the newest rave. You know that candelian, it actually cures. It's just not a weed anymore. It's a cure. Wow.
Yay!
So, how are you doing? Because I haven't heard from you in a while. Tell me what's going on with you.
I'm
I'm good.
hanging in there.
Okay, you're feeling really
I thought
good.
I'd call in to listen to. I thought I'd call in to listen to you since I can't get on the computer right now.
That's okay. I appreciate all the support. I love it. I appreciate all the support. So it is what it is.
But you can mute me again
I can
so I
mute you.
can hear what you have to say.
Well, I'm not the one muting. I'm just the puppet right now, and Tiffany White said she is the puppet master right now. If you know what I mean, she's running the show. If people can say,
Ah,
they probably say, "Okay, I'm doing my hands like I'm the puppet," but it's a joke. She's a sweetie. She's running. She's taking all the calls and making it really easy for me to uh, do that. So I was like, okay. So what else would you like to talk about? Because did you want a reading, by the way?
with me?
Yes, you. You sound
Oh,
like
yes, I'd love one. I
okay.
just don't want the TV to bother you because my friend's watching TV while I'm listening to you.
I can't hear no TV. I don't hear anything. I just hear you.
Oh, thanks. Okay, good. I would love a reading. Yes, ma'am, please.
Okay. I also have, you know what? I was discovering my cards today, which was really awesome. I haven't used them in a while. Remember my gemstone cards? I
I
used to,
do.
I found my gemstone cards and I found my herb cards. I was like, it is just predestined to do those again. So, because I haven't did a lot of readings like that with my cards since I left Arizona. I just like read people and just go, okay, this is what you need. But oh, I know. Did you get back? Did you get any silver? Colloidal silver.
I did.
Okay. Um, good, bad
Boy, does it
effects.
good? Does the work good?
Yes.
Yes, very much so. Yes.
Okay. I have another one for you. You ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Monatomic,
Okay.
monatomical gold.
Yeah.
Monatomical gold. It's another one. It also,
Monoatomic.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. I've
monatomical
been
gold.
studying on that for years, so yeah.
Okay. And you got to be careful where you get it from. That's for everybody out there. It opens you up on a lot of levels. I have mine and I'm going to take it. Uh, I'm going to take it. I'm going to start getting it. Oh, I'm going to. What am I going to? I'm getting it. What is it? Da, 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 da. I am getting it. I get it Tuesday. I will be getting it Tuesday. No, what is today? What is today is the 8th. Oh, it's in my ready. And oh, and it's supposed to
You have
open
to
you
be careful with that. It's got to be coming from someone you trust because that stuff can.
right.
It's not if it is. It's the point if it's real or not because some people can just take some rock dust and sell it as monoatomic gold.
There you go. See, that's the thing. The person I got it from said I don't want to put it out there because a lot of them were fake. You got to try and see who was not. And I went and did some research. David Wolf was one. He has it. And the person from Ormus, David, I forgot his name. David, you probably know who I'm talking about. But he's from Ormus. He was the one that was talking about my atomical gold for a long time. Now everybody's trying to get on it and try to duplicate it and everything. But you're right, you have to be careful. So I am just so excited to
Yeah.
get this because it's going to open up even people that are spiritual even more, and any ailments it's supposed to suppress. David Wolf was putting monatomical golds in his chocolate and his raw vegan chocolates.
Oh, cool.
And his raw anatomical gold, he's getting it from Hawaii. We and on the big island, there is around the island on the corner side, there is a non-contaminated where you can get actually swim in the anatomical gold. Like when you get sick, that is where the Huna would actually go and send people when they're getting sick to swim in the water and actually drink it and put it in their body when I was there. So it was a blessing because I got, like I said, these are all the secrets. Well, I shouldn't say it's not a secret, but if you live there, the dolphins go there. It's a special place and it's different. And the water is crisper and clear. So that's on a big island and I know where it is. So and that's who I trust because I get to swim in it and I got to swim in it. And it makes, let me tell you, it makes a major, major, major difference to your body. You'll feel things. And spiritually, if you're spiritual, you'll even expand. Like your horizon will be like, whoa, open up. So if you're opening up faster and spiritually, um, I'm I'm not paid, everybody knows. But I'm just giving you this information because I want you to help. But another one, like I said, I like colloidal silver, and you can take colloidal silver for 14 days, And then after you take the colloidal silver, you should take a 10. That's like with any herbs, and that's because it gives your body a break and it doesn't build up a resistance to it. So that's with anything that you're trying. You want to try it for a little bit and then give it a hiatus. Just like when you're doing, like when I'm doing a fast or changing my way, I know that it's going to take a year because if I'm changing my diet, I have to go through summer, spring, winter, and fall. Their equinox, their solstice, all of these are done, and their reason is because your body is changing during each season, so it has to adjust. And we take for granted for that. But oh, you're reading. I'm sorry. See, I'm just going off my own little tantrum. um, he was supposed to be my little one was supposed to be bringing me some cards, but he can't even hear me.
You said.
Could you bring me the cards, love?
You said I told you where, and then you told me to get you sand.
I'm sorry. Over there, over there, under the blue satin. It's in
No.
no, it's in a bag.
These?
No, it would be in a clear bag. Clear bag, clear bag. Everybody's like they're hearing me instruct you what to look for. No, baby, look. Somebody had them. There you go. Okay. If you never seen, not right now. I if anybody's never seen, oh, this is my favorite rock. I'm going to show you. This is just an awesome rock. This is a fluorite. And when I also used to do readings, I also have what they call a meldicite that is from the aster. The ast. Get your tongue right. It's from an asteroid that actually landed on the planet here on Earth that came from outer space. And it was a very rarity. And I wanted one so bad. And I actually got it. Oh, okay. Um, hold on. Ooh. Okay, and these are my cards. Okay. Um, these are my cards. These are my pretty little cards. I love these. So what I'm going to do, my thing is give me a number, and I'm going to shuffle. You tell me, okay, and you got to tell me when to stop. You want me to stop shuffling for you? Uh-oh. Tell me to stop shuffling when you need me to stop shuffling. And I'll stop shuffling.
Oh,
Okay. And oh yeah. They're like, okay, what is she doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And your card is the Amazonite. Amazonite.
what now?
And it's spelled Amazoni. Amazonite. I like this one. I always like this. I never say it right, and I always thought it came from the Amazon. Um, this because it reminds me of the Amazon women. That's what I when I seen this,
Uh-huh.
and then I did research. Guess what? It is is a warrior, woman's warrior card.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's right.
And well, if people don't know, Kathy's from Kathy Distant Echoes. She is a warrior. She's the one that you want to have on your side. If you're going to go through battles, she's the one. She's got our staff and she's ready to do battle for you. So I love her. I totally do. So she helps you. When you don't. She's one of those people when you really think you don't have any strength anymore. I mean, like you've used the last of your strength. You call her, like almost going. You call her. It's like, oh, and she just bubbles you right up. You're like, oh, like she's like, you didn't know that, okay? And it's right there, and she gives you all that trust and faith that you have like zilched down, and it comes up and it bubbles, and it's like a bubble, a burst. I mean, she's very supportive like that.
Oh,
So I really like that. So
oh, thank you.
this is really good. So when I pull this card, I'm looking at this, and my question is something going on with your throat?
Yeah.
Because when I pull this
Oh,
card,
I
and
have a sore throat.
okay, And you're not also not see for me this also says you're not speaking. I know people don't do it this way, but this also lets me know that you're not speaking something. You're not telling somebody something that you need to tell them something.
Oh no, I'm just not speaking that much anyway, period. No, if I have something to say, that's what I really like to talk.
Okay. So usually that's what it, when I see this card, I know it's a throat chakra. So basically it just needs to be healing. So again, I guess that's why the colloidal silver came in. So I know people are like, wow, now that helps me out and makes the
Well, it could
connection.
be because I've been in and out of the hospital for a while and just haven't had the energy to talk to anyone here lately. So
Well,
that makes perfect sense.
okay. So what I also want you to do besides the colloidal silver, what is like, do you can you get a hold of some peppermint oil?
I hate peppermint.
Okay. What about
I
winter
can't
mint?
stand the taste of it.
Okay, what no, you don't have to drink it. This is like an oil to open you up for your chest. Or do you have camphor oil or do you have winter mint? It's something you need some kind of or even regular mint. Do you like
The
mint?
colonial silver is helping a lot.
Okay. Okay. Um, that's what I usually do.
See, you got to fix me, girlfriend.
I'm not trying to fix you, love. I'm just trying to give you some helpful suggestions. I know that you know, just
I know. Bless your heart.
so. Alrighty, my love.
I'm not going anywhere on saying you're not helpful because you certainly are. You are amazing.
see, I appreciate that. I really do. Um, what it is, I do, yeah, I have you. So I'm going to, if you need anything, let me know. You know, I'm here for you. And thank you for coming out. I really appreciate that. And
Aw, thank you for my reading.
you're welcome, love. And I say if I have one, I'll send you one of my Amazon. It's called Amazite, but I like Amazon better because it reminds me of Amazon woman. We are warriors. We heal stuff like that. So I do
We
actually.
are warriors.
Yeah, I think she said I had another caller. I hold on. This is kind of hard.
You put me on mute.
Okay, um, Tiff, could you put her on mute? I don't know. Uh, I remember. I think she said there's another caller, but I I don't know how to look at the message. Oh, 443. Thank you. Oh, oh my goodness gracious. I'm sorry. 443. Thank you for calling in. This is Chef Sessy, aka Food Alchemist. How are ya?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, hi, love. I know you too. I know all these people. Oh, wow. It's awesome. So, okay. So, it's good to have support. It actually shows you where your support is. Like, where your support at? Here. Where your support at? Here. Da 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 da. I know everybody's like, oh my goodness, this girl's a card. It is. I am a card. Um. So, did you have any questions for me? Because we always talk about interesting stuff. Anything new that you wouldn't mind sharing? Do you need a?
Well, anything new? Well, yeah. I will say that last week I was dealing with some issues, and
That's right.
eventually wound up getting my answers through the power words
Uh-huh.
and a couple of invocations that I found, and was finally able to get grounded and get that situation under control.
Right.
So yeah. So there's that. And also I talked to you. Well, I chatted with you a couple of days ago
or sent you a message about running hot, and so I've been keeping it as light as I
Okay.
can in terms of the food.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
But
glad about that.
that's pretty much it. Anything new happening with you?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. um, um, all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Uh, I'm trying to figure. I have two screens that I'm trying to go between, and it's kind of hard. Oh, on the hold on. That is um, t- okay. I'm trying to see. I was like sitting here trying to talk to someone on the thing. Um, trying to see. I hold on for 1 second. Uh,
Okay.
uh, I know she don't want to come. Tiff, could you unmute you?
Hello, dear.
Okay. Do I have other people on the phone? Cause I can't see. Is there any more callers?
Not right at this moment.
Okay.
Especially when they give this lovely lady a reading.
Okay. Oh, did she introduce herself?
I'm healing paradigms. This is Arlene. If you guys have followed Chef Sessy before, periodically raised my hand up and said hi. So hello everybody.
Yeah, trying to figure this out. Trying to really figure this out. I'm going to probably have what's her, Nikki Love on, but I have to talk to Tiffany about that. How do you put two people on the computer at the same time? Um,
You mean I can put Nikki Love on now. She's just on hold. I can have her. You can have multiple callers on.
no, my can you have double people? Is there a way to do where you see her and me, like everybody can see me?
On TV.
Right,
On TV.
right.
Yes, but this could take a little planning, like for our next show, because
Oh,
I would need to be friends with Nikki on Skype
okay,
in order to pull her in. Okay, so that's a great way you can have multiple guests on
okay,
Skype on TV.
all right, okay, okay. So I was like, okay, I'll bring her back on. Like, if we get another reader, we can bring her back on. Arlene, as she told you, she's a regular. She's and one of my friends and followers, and I just give readings all the time for her. She's special. Say, uh, she's special. So I do that for a lot of people. I just like you're my friend. I just read you. I have this tendency. I don't mean to. I don't mean to read you.
She doesn't need to read you. She doesn't need to read you. And then all of a sudden, you're having a regular conversation with her, and then she goes right into it, and I'm like, okay, I didn't call for a sus, but you.
So that's how it works with different connections. So I know that I did. What else I wanted to do? I'm trying to think, because I'm looking at stuff, and you've taken colloidal silver for a while. You've also taken platinum, but we've taken a lot of stuff. Meaning, I should say, of the metaphysical form that is healthy, not cannabis or any of that. What is it? They have something out called PCP.
Uh-huh.
PC, is that what it's called, PCP, where you see psychedelic psychedelic, whatever, illusions.
The hallucinogen, yeah. Um, I,
Illusions.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so.
So like, okay. Um, no, that's all. I'm just sitting here, just like, okay. So we do that, and oh, the reishi mushroom. Do you know anything about the reishi mushroom?
No.
The reishi mushroom basically is for your heart, clearing your immune system. I got it when I was in Hawaii, and I took a picture of it. It was like it was so freakish. It's so hard. Um, but you gotta be careful of those too. You get the wrong mushroom, you might be bye bye, or you'll be somewhere else singing to somebody else. It'll put you on the sidelines. Racing mushrooms to help your body. It also gets the detoxins out of your body, and it also gets the radicals out of your body. It also gets toxins, and it starts healing your heart. And it also helps with your respiratory system, and it also helps with your immune system. So I really love that mushroom. I have yet to see a reishi mushroom here in Florida. They're all the time in Hawaii. They have them. Well, they have them at Island Natural all the time, and they're not that expensive. You know, like I certain stuff you just start to miss. And I'm missing. I'm missing that stuff like I'm missing my soursop. Oh boy, I'm missing all this good stuff. For the and I'm missing my moringa. I actually cook moringa leaves, which is another. It actually grows in the crack. It grows in the worst place you can think of. It grows in the crack of cement in Hawaii, and it grows in Africa in the worst droughted place, and it just needs a little moisture. And it, but it detoxifies. It purifies. The seeds of moringa actually purifies the water, and the moringa
Okay.
itself actually heals your body and your autoimmune system, period, which is so blasted awesome. I mean, when I say awesome, I mean awesome. um so I like that, and the fact that the seas can purify the water, which is like a really major thing for me, because if you're out in the desert or out in the wilderness or out anywhere, I would just keep that in my pocket. I would just pound it up, the seeds into a powder, and put it in my water and drain it. You know what I mean? And the water becomes drinkable. And the leaves become edible. And you don't cook the leaves to death like we used to do back in the day. The only way that everybody used to want the pot liquor after eating collard greens or turnip greens, they want the pot liquor. The reason they were getting the pot liquor had all the vitamins at the bottom of the water. It was like all the nutrients just like to the bottom. We're really not supposed to cook our greens like that. The pot liquor. Um, so that's what they were doing in Africa when they had these greens. They would cook them, and they would cook the nutrients and the healing properties right out of them. And they use it in the Philippines all the time. It's in Africa, the Philippines, and also in Latin part of the countries, which is really good for your body. Like the moringa is really, really healing, but also it can grow in the worst places. And for it to grow in Africa, I don't think that they should have malnourished because of that plant. It heals, it nourishes your body, and also removes the toxins that we actually have in our body. That's one plant I'm looking forward to having grow and actually have, as well as other things like lion mane. And lion mane is another cancer. It's a mushroom, and it looks like a lion. It's another cancerous fighting uh, fungi. So you see all these fungi actually have healing purpose, like the reishi for healing, and the lion's mane actually has a purpose of actually killing, well, let's just say killing, assisting cancer go bye-bye. Okay. I'm going to say this. Nobody's going to say. I am not a licensed practice doctor. I am just giving you suggestions of things that I've seen and work with people. So you can take this information at your will and use it and go forth with it and research yourself. And if you have any questions, I ask you, but I am not a licensed doctor. The treatments that I recommend are not FDA approved. Let me repeat that. The treatments that I recommend are not FDA approved. But then again, I'm a holistic person. So anything that I say, it might not be FDA approved. Acupuncture is not FDA approved either. In the medical field, it's somewhat coming, but we'll get into that at another time. That might be a show worth having. So I just want to put my disclaimer out there because I just, get this thing. Somebody's like, I tried this and this didn't work. And, you know, this is America. This is America. So I just want to say that. So these are some of the things that I have that I want to offer. Also, you know what? When we were talking, did you get to listen? We were talking about water, but I know I've gave you that speech several times about water, and it should be room temperature, and not either icy cold or hot.
Yeah, I got a lecture from my people about that this morning.
Oh.
I will. I'm working on my. In the morning time, I leave the water out for myself, and I drink it at room temperature. But then there have been a few times I've lapsed back into my addiction to ice water. So I'm a work in progress.
You sound like my daughter, darling. You sound like my daughter. But it's all good. Well, what I did is I actually took some watermelon and I actually put it in my water. And then I took some. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. With the like infusing it, infusing it.
Yep.
Yeah. I did that with lemon and cucumber.
Yep.
So.
And,
yeah. But go ahead. This is the first time I've heard you talk about watermelon and putting it in your water. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'll take the watermelon, get it nice and cold, and put it in the water, and just let it go, and just put it in my water to infuse it. Or I drink raspberry water all the time. I'll take raspberries and put it in the water, or I for some reason I just always like raspberries. I love raspberries. And any way I can get a raspberry, anyway, I'm gonna get a raspberry. I'm gonna get a blueberry, and I like them in my water. My daughter likes to freeze them, and I like to put them because I like that they turn different colors. Like when I'm going through what I call an alchemy phase, and I need to drink uh, that water for whatever purpose, whether it's lemon because I need more creativity, or orange. I'll put an orange in my water, or I'll put a cantaloupe in my water, or I'll put a honeydew in my water, or like you said, fresh. I might even do a cucumber slice with lemon with ginger, or gangala. Really, I love gangala. Gangala is different. Or I might even do a cucumber and lemongrass. So I'll mix it up, and they all have different. It all depends on what I'm trying to open up, what chakra I'm trying to open up, or what I'm trying to do with food. So I always figure that, like, if I'm working on the third eye, if I'm working on my crown chakra, and even when I'm expanding my other chakras, like I'll say the other 22 that I'm aware of, but like I was told there's like maybe 221 chakras. I'm not quite sure, but the ones that I work with, or at least I've worked with 18 different chakras. And I was showing somebody, like, this is like our close chakra, and as we go out, our ether, we have different energies, almost like different, like me and you talk about dimensions. So same thing, we expand. You know what I mean? We totally expand on that. So I really like that. So I want to always align them, like when I'm doing candles, like the gold candles. We actually have a chakra that has actually the gold essence in there. We also have the silver essence and that chakra. They go beyond colors and they have herbs and oils and everything has a connection. Everybody think it's just disconnected, but we're all connected. We have different crystals connect to those different chakras and they have different meanings as we get into different chakras. We just keep expanding, which I really love. And it feeds our body, and we work on it. So I like to work on different chakras. That's just my little pet peeve when I'm going through something. What else? Like what what do I have on and so forth. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I work on that, and I basically, my thing is I stay you're staying away from sugar, right? White processed sugar.
Well, the only sugar that I tend to get into these days, and I'm working on that, is through juices.
That's
But
good.
as for like eating foods with sugar in them and whatnot, I'm getting to that place where I can't eat that stuff anymore.
Awesome.
I taste it and it's like a shock to the mouth,
Okay.
and I actually have to spit the stuff out.
Okay.
Um, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
So
yes, I am paying attention. I'm working on the juices, but as far as the food is concerned, um, I'm far more likely to uh, I'm far more likely to use fruit as a substitute,
right.
um, for when I'm wanting some,
Something sweet.
what's the term that I'm looking for? For natural, I guess you could say natural sugars. I
Natural
know it makes
sweeteners.
it get complicated. Natural sugars for fruits.
Yeah, it's easy. Like people were saying like how to, like, okay, when they want to become vegan and they want to replace like a lot of the things, like how do you do it, like you use bananas and you use what we call egg replacements or tartar, what is cream of tartar and baking soda is a leavening that makes together and actually makes it stick, food rise, or you use soy lecithin. I mean, it's so many different things that people are not aware of that we can use to replace, like your sugar. You're saying you've been using fruits. Do you believe it or not, if you actually drink a lot of bitter herbs um for your body, which a lot of people don't like them, they actually take away a lot of our sweet craving and start getting what I call the gunk out of the body. It removes the gunk and unclogs it. It's stuck. We got that little part that's like stuck in there. So it starts sweeping and
Uh-huh.
moving the gunk out. And the more we start actually introducing greens, it also supports our body. So the more we're doing this, like we're using the bitters, you know, it removes and then it also heals. Someone had asked me about, remember that detox tea I made?
Yeah, you know what? I do use that from see, well, people know how powerful that stuff is.
My daughter said, she said, Mom, if you don't have no hair, it will put hair on your chest. I said, it's that. She was like, it removes. And I said, oh, but I do warn people because I put some potent herbs in there that is going to unclog your system and make you go. Because if you tell me you cannot go, then we've got some problems that we need to work on. So that means I need to start and get you to go. And if you're detoxifying and you're changing your diet, whether it be meat to dairy, or from just dairy or to fruit, or vegan to a fruitarian, you need something to strip, as we say, like a fast, and then you need something to build up. And people don't realize the same way you go on a fast is the same way that you go off a fast. You have to go on it gently, and you have to get off the fast gently to actually transition. You got to do that, because if you don't, you could actually harm your body. Everybody think I'm going to jump in this fast. All of a sudden, people do a juice for 21 days. They don't realize, well, you got to build up to that juice fast for 21 days, or you got to build up to eating that vegan meal for for that period of time. You got, everything is a step in progress. It's a build up. You can't just say, okay. Some people can, but it actually, they start craving things because they haven't got rid of the residual in their tummy tum tum. And guess what? You start craving. Oh, I want that sugar so bad. Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh, you be shaking. You be acting like a crack addict. But then again, my philosophy. Sugar is one molecule from crack. You know that. I tell everybody. Sugar is one molecule from crack. Look under the science view. But just want people to be able to get the waters going on right. I want people to get the greens, figure out the greens, figure out what's going on with your body. Try some outside things. Try, try less processed foods. And if you know that you're going to be say you're going to be at work, and no, not everybody is a Susie homemaker, and I don't expect them to fix everything from scratch all the time, because that's not them. But what you can do is take some simple packages and actually make some broccoli and rice together with some ginger, some garlic, and some onions, and a little bit of what I love to call amino sauce, or sashoy, which is another one, or mushroom sauce, and put it together in the package. And basically, you can put it in the refrigerator, make it a casserole, or freeze it. So you have it. You have your broccoli, you have your rice. Now, if you want to put a little bit of protein in it, you can put some beans in it. Or, so there you go. If you know that you're going to have a really busy time, you're going to come at night, what you can do is on Saturday, Sunday, just make a whole bunch of soups. Take the soups, put them in a little bit of bags, put them in the freezer. All you got to do is thaw. When you come home, so you'll have that. So make little meals on the weekends, or when you have extra time. When you're going to the grocery store, write out your list. This does help. I mean, I know people like, this is crazy, but it helps to plan your menu out for the week and write it down. And as you write it down, go shopping and buy those items for those meals, and actually pack them up together. And if you have a family, you can make it feel, so when Johnny can go get the casserole and put it in the oven. Maxie can make the salad, and stuff that you can put together like hot one, bam, bam, bam. Then it's on the table and it's served, and it's nutrition and balance. I mean, something so different. Oh my gosh, I have 2 minutes to go, and I've been talking my little patooties off. But I will be here on Friday on truepsychicnetwork.com. You can find me. And you can also go to, what did she say? Blog Talk Radio, to True Psychic Network, and listen to the show in the archives. And if you have any questions, you can always go back to the website. So we will get all of this done. So if you have any questions, I look forward to talking to you. We're going to have a wonderful time. And thank you for my special guest. I want to thank Kathy from Kathy's Distant Echoes. I want to thank Nikki Love from the Nikki Love Show. I want to thank Arlene Paradigm Shift from coming out and supporting me. And I would like to thank Tiffany Whitesage for being in the background. And I would like to thank Reverend Salau for actually inviting me and letting me be part of her network. So I thank you guys. So I am your food alchemist, aka Chef Sessy. I look forward to you. I say love, light, blessings, and love to everybody. Ashe and Mer and Unk to everyone. It's been